Hello, welcome to Kathaa Yaana. This is Panchatantra Yaana's Mitrasamprapthi segment. In this video, we are going to present the fourth story. If you have missed the previous three stories, you may find them in the link of the playlist given in the description box below. Continuing from the last episode, we saw in the last episode that the mouse Hiranyaka narrated his entire personal story of where he was living, how he lost his companions, how he lost his wealth, and he was very sad telling all of it. And listening to that, the turtle Mantharaka consoled him, saying, "Don't worry, Hiranyaka, don't worry that you have lost your property. Whatever was destined to happen, happened. You don't have to be sad for that. And no matter how much wealth a person accumulates, he might not be destined to enjoy all of them, just like that weaver," he said. And he began narrating him the story of that weaver. He said, "Listen, Hiranyaka, in a certain town lived a weaver by name Somilaka. He was a very creative and a very talented, hard-working weaver. He used to make clothes and garments of various patterns fit for kings and princes. But no matter how hard he worked, what he made, he could earn money sufficient only for food and clothes for himself and his family and nothing beyond that. But then he saw his other weavers, the other weavers in that town, who were not as talented as him, who were not as hard-working as he was. They used to make coarse fabric, nothing extraordinary, but they used to earn a lot of wealth. This made him a little sad, and he began thinking, maybe this town is not offering me a decent living. My talent, my hard work is not being rewarded appropriately. Maybe I should move to another city where my talent and hard work is recognized and I am rewarded suitably," he thought, and he immediately made up his mind to move to another city. And so he went to a big city by name Vardhamanapura. There he lived and worked very hard for 3 years and earned 300 gold coins. Now, thinking that it must be enough for him and his family, he planned of returning to his hometown. On the way, he reached a forest. There, at the same time, the sun was also setting. Now, thinking that it wouldn't be safe to continue his journey when it is dark, he thought of resting there in the forest that night and then continuing his journey the next morning. So he climbed up on a tree, rested on a branch, and dozed off. And somewhere in the midnight, he got a dream. In that dream, he saw two figureless, dark men talking to each other. One of them said, "Oh God, how could you grant this weaver 300 gold pieces? You know very well that he is not destined to have a single dime more than what is required for his food and clothes." To that, the second person replied, "Oh fate, don't blame me for this. I am bound to reward hard-working people, but their final consequence is your affair." And the dream just faded. And Somilaka got up in a jerk and wanted to check his bag. To his astonishment, in the bag, he saw all the gold coins had vanished. Now Somilaka was in a shock. He didn't understand what happened. What is this? I worked so hard and earned so much money in 3 years and all of it is gone in a flash. Now how will I go back home and face my family and friends to whom I had told them, to whom I had claimed that I will earn a lot of money and come? He got sad. He thought what to do. Then he thought maybe it is a good idea to go back to that city again, earn money and come back again. And so he went back to the city of Vardhamanapura. There again he lived and worked very hard for 3 years, and this time he earned 500 gold coins. Now again, thinking it must be enough, he thought of returning to his hometown and he was on the way. Now on the way again, In the evening, the sun was setting. Now, fearing that he would lose his money just like how he lost last time, he did not want to take any chance, and so he hastened. He was hastening. He took very fast steps towards his hometown. But there, on the way, in the dim moonlight, at a distance, he saw the same two figureless, dark men as he had seen them in his dream. They were standing there and arguing with each other. The first one said, "Hey God, why did you give that weaver 500 gold coins? Don't you know that he is not destined to have anything more than what is required for his food and clothes?" To that, the second one replied in the same manner, "Oh fate, please don't keep blaming me for this. I am obliged to reward enterprising people, and so I gave the weaver that much. But the final consequence is your business." And both of them vanished. Now, trembling nervously, Somilaka again checked his bag, and to his despair, he saw that all the 500 gold coins had vanished. He didn't know what to do. He was heartbroken. He was severely depressed. He was so depressed that he did not move from that place for 2 days. He just stayed there, and he was drenching himself with his uncontrollable tears. And then suddenly he heard a voice from the sky. It said, "Dear Somilaka, don't be so distressed. I am fate. I am the one who decides how much money you should possess. I know you're a very hard-working man. You're a very honest and a good man. I don't want to send you back home empty-handed. So ask me what you want. Wish, what is the boon that you want? You ask me," it said. To that, Somilaka said, "If that is so, then give me a lot of money. That is what I want." To that, the fate said, "Oh, if money is all what you want, then I suggest you one thing. Go back to that city of Vardhamanapura. There live two brothers. One person's name is Guptadhana, meaning the one who hides money. And the other brother's name is Upabhuktadhana, meaning the one who uses his money for good. Go, live with them and observe their conduct. If you come to like the nature of Guptadhana, I will make you like him. If you come to like the nature of Upabhuktadhana, I will make you like him." Saying so, the voice disappeared. And so immediately Somilaka set off to the city of Vardhamanapura. There, inquiring Guptadhana's residence, he reached that house. But there he was not at all received courteously. Guptadhana's wife and children scolded him and asked him to simply go back from where he came. But Somilaka was persistent. He somehow made his way inside the house. At night, he was given some food to eat, but nobody spoke to him a single kind word. And to sleep, he was given some tattered mat. Then at midnight, Somilaka heard Guptadhana and his wife quarreling. Guptadhana said, "You wife, what was the need for you? Why did you let that fellow inside and give him food? You have unnecessarily spent my money. What was the use of feeding him? He is a stranger. We don't even know him. What benefit are we going to get out of him?" To that the wife said, "Oh dear husband, don't speak to me like that. I did whatever I could to drive him away, but he pushed himself inside the house. I couldn't do anything." To that Guptadhana said, Okay, but the way this fellow is here inside looks like he is not going to budge from here for a couple of days, and I don't want him to stay here and waste my money unnecessarily. I think we should make a plan. Tomorrow morning, I will lay on the bed pretending as if I am severely unwell. You cook some bland porridge for everybody. You say this is for everyone. And disinteresting, that man will simply go away from here. Now listening to that, Somilaka got a little upset. He didn't want to stay there any moment, but he still waited somehow patiently for morning, and then in the morning he left the house without telling a word to anybody. And then he began inquiring for Upabhuktadhana's residence, and then he reached his house. There he was shown much honor. He was cordially invited inside, and he was provided with all kinds of delicious food, many different types of clothes to wear, and other kinds of comforts. And in the night he was also given a very comfortable bed to sleep on. Then here again in the midnight he heard Upabhuktadhana and his wife chatting. The wife said, "Dear husband, I am very glad you got in the guest and gave him so much comfort, but do you realize that you are in debt? You have borrowed so much money from the landlord to provide this guest with food, clothes and other comforts. What will you do now?" To that Upabhuktadhana said, "Don't worry, dear. Sure, we are in debt. We don't have much money. But who knows what problems, what struggles this guest might be facing. Whatever little we have given him might be of some help to him and his family." Listening to that, Somilaka was overjoyed. He thought, even without any money, this Upabhuktadhana is so much better, far better than that Guptadhana. I see no good in that Guptadhana's money hiding nature. O fate, please make me like this Upabhuktadhana, whose money goes in gifts and charity. And so Somilaka remained as he was. Thus narrating this entire story, the turtle Mantharaka said, "This is why I am telling you, dear Hiranyaka, don't be sad that you lost your wealth. You might not have been able to enjoy all of them if you still had them. Wealth is to be earned, it has to be enjoyed, and it also has to be given to others who are in need of it, but not accumulated. You see, the honeybees, they accumulate honey, but do they get to enjoy all of it? Isn't it taken by somebody else? That will be the nature of accumulated wealth also. So don't be sad about it. Relax. Whatever happened has happened." Now Laghupatanaka the crow also agreed to his words, and he also spoke a few consolation words to Hiranyaka the mouse. But just then, suddenly a deer from nowhere came running towards them like a jet in a hurry. Now terrified and frightened that a deer suddenly came running to them, they were all frightened, they were afraid, and Laghupatanaka flew and sat on a tree. Mantharaka the turtle slipped inside the lake, and Hiranyaka the mouse hid himself inside some bush. Now, who was this deer? Why did he come running, and what happened after that? We will find out in the next story of our Panchatantra Yana's Mitrasamprapthi's next video. This is Lakshmi. I will see you all there. Thank you.